In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 NHL games happening on November 14, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Pittsburgh Penguins versus Nashville Predators. The Pittsburgh Penguins meet the Nashville Predators in the Global Series, with both clubs set to drop the puck in Stockholm, Sweden. The Penguins hold a record of 9-5-3 and sit near the upper tier of the Metropolitan Division. The Predators sit at 5-9-4, and a 5-game skid has pushed them to the bottom of the Central Division. This matchup carries plenty of uncertainty. Both teams have dealt with rough stretches, and the trip across the Atlantic adds another layer that makes it hard to judge how either side will look. Even with that hesitation, the Predators have struggled from the start of the season, and the results have matched those concerns. Few teams have hit a slide this deep, and Nashville has taken only 3 wins since the middle of October. Pittsburgh has controlled this head-to-head series, with 8 wins in the last 10 meetings, and many of those have been by wide margins. The Penguins have nearly double the wins of the Predators this year and have collected more victories away from home. Their offense has shown more consistency, and their defense has held up better. Both teams enter in a slump, with Nashville at 1-8 in its last 9 and Pittsburgh at 1-4 in its last 5. With both sides searching for rhythm, the focus shifts to the team that has played the steadier hockey this season before reaching the final call as our first pick for this matchup. The Pittsburgh Penguins money line is our full game side pick. Nashville's defensive structure has broken down. The Predators still skate with talent up front, and players like Filip Forsberg and Ryan O'Reilly can carry the puck into the zone and set up clean looks with simple puck movement. Pittsburgh averages 3.35 goals per game, and its forward group can pressure a defense that has allowed 22 goals across its last 5 outings. Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, Anthony Mantha, and the supporting forwards often hold the zone and work the puck into open ice. Defensemen Erik Karlsson and Ryan Shea can find seams from the blue line and expose gaps. This matchup points toward steady pressure from both offenses, and that sets up the direction for the final choice. Once the full picture is weighed as our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Vancouver Canucks versus Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina steps onto home ice with the look of a team that understands its own structure. They hold a firm 11-5 record and come in after winning 4 of their last 5. They play steady hockey, they limit mistakes, and they do it with a pace that wears down teams that travel long distances. Vancouver arrives after a tough trip and a loss in Winnipeg. They now lean on backup goaltending with Demko out for a few weeks. That changes how they protect the crease and how often they need to collapse around the slot. Their penalty kill sits at the bottom of the league, and their defensive numbers show strain during long shifts. Carolina presses in waves, forces turnovers, and keeps the puck in the offensive zone. Their top players move the puck with purpose, and their transition game stays tight even while their blue line deals with injuries. Vancouver's forward group still brings danger, but without a clean breakout, they spend long stretches defending. Over a full game, that gap in structure and depth matters. As our first pick for this matchup, the Carolina Hurricanes to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams enter on high scoring streaks. Their recent games show long stretches of open ice, fast counterattacks, and breakdowns under pressure. Vancouver's games trend toward high totals because their defense allows chances in tight, and their penalty kill gives up clean looks. Carolina pushes the pace, shoots often, and scores from a range of spots on the ice. They can strike early and force opponents to chase the game. Vancouver still carries enough skill to answer back even when it falls behind, which keeps the score moving. Both teams lean on pressure rather than patience, and neither has shown a recent rhythm that points toward a quiet night. Goaltending health still hangs over the matchup, and Vancouver's issues in the crease push this even further toward a loose, chance-heavy flow. If this game follows the same pattern as their last several outings, it breaks into stretches where play opens up and goals follow. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Flyers versus St. Louis Blues. The Philadelphia Flyers and St. Louis Blues meet Friday at Enterprise Center for an NHL matchup that reflects two teams moving through uneven stretches of form. The Flyers have shown a stronger season overall, yet they enter this game with 2 wins in their past 6 contests. That run includes a setback against Calgary, and since most opponents have handled the Flames, that loss casts a shadow on Philadelphia's recent play. Philadelphia has stayed afloat through strong structure in its own zone. The defense has held opponents to 2.56 goals per game, and the penalty kill has ranked near the top of the league. The group limits shots and slows opposing rushes, which keeps games tight even when the attack does not surge. Trevor Zegras and Travis Konechny guide the offense, and the power play has converted over 20% of its chances. Those pieces give the Flyers a path to exploit a St. Louis penalty kill that has struggled and goaltending that has lacked steady form. St. Louis has dealt with its own issues. The team has allowed close to 3.8 goals per game and sits near the bottom in save percentage. The depth showed up in the recent win over Calgary, but even strength play has lacked rhythm and the defense has bent under pressure. When facing a Philadelphia team built around structure and patience, the Blues may find it hard to set the pace. The Blues enter this game at 3-1 in their past 5 outings. That stretch could be 4-1 if not for a last-second tying goal by Seattle. The group has played a bit sharper and carries frustration from letting a 2-goal lead slip away. The Flyers have gathered points in 4 straight games, and their defense has stayed steady. St. Louis has struggled to finish games and has not won 2 straight since October 11th to 13th. Home ice has not offered much lift, and the numbers suggest a tight matchup where patience matters. Only after taking in these factors does the angle become clearer as our first pick for this matchup. The Philadelphia Flyers money line is our full game side pick. On the scoring side, these teams have leaned on structure more than burst. The Flyers have been one of the stingiest groups in the league, giving up only 2.56 goals per game and cutting down shot volume. The Blues have not produced steady chances at even strength, even though the power play has offered a spark. Both teams sit in the lower half of the league in total goals scored, and Philadelphia's penalty kill has been among the most reliable. This creates a matchup shaped by slow pace and limited high-danger looks. When lined up, these elements point toward a restrained finish. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Islanders versus Utah Mammoth. It is an interconference meeting on the ice as 2 clubs, each looking for 2 points, line up in the Beehive State. The New York Islanders visit the Utah Mammoth on Friday night, and both teams enter the game with clear needs to address. Utah arrives after a needed win over Buffalo in their last outing. Even so, they have given up at least 4 goals in 3 of their last 4 games. New York has gone 3-1 in their last 5. They also hold a 2-0 lead over Vegas on Thursday night. They have played steady hockey, yet they face a tight turnaround with a back-to-back that places their backup in net. New York has struggled to keep the puck out of their own net this season, and the added strain of a second game in 24 hours shapes this matchup. Utah holds the rest edge and home ice. Utah has gone 5-1 on home ice this season, and showed resolve when they rallied to beat Buffalo at home on Wednesday. New York started Thursday with a 4-3 road mark. Although the quick turnaround reduces confidence in their outlook, their expected starter, Riddick, offers limited stability in goal. These factors set the stage for the final view of this side. As our first pick for this matchup, the Utah Mammoth money line is our full game side pick. The over has shown a steady trend for both teams, and especially in games involving New York. Through 17 games, their contests have cleared the number 12 times. These results split across home and road in equal measure. Utah games have also leaned high, with the over hitting in 4 of their last 5. They have scored or allowed at least 4 goals in 4 straight as part of 9 in their last 11. When Utah struggles, their defensive play tends to slip, though they halted a skid with a firm 5-2 win. If both teams continue to play near their recent form in terms of scoring and prevention, the path toward the final total becomes clearer as our second pick for this matchup. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.